How's it going, everybody? Rybrad here today, and we are back with our Vancouver Canucks franchise mode in the Western Conference Finals against the Dallas Stars. And the Battle of the Super Teams, boys, that one was one hell of a series. Such an exciting series. I'm just hoping there's no letdown from the guys. I just don't want to get swept by the Dallas Stars, but I don't think the Dallas Stars are going to have nearly as good of a team as the Calgary Flames, although they've made it to the Western Conference Finals, so they've got to be doing something right. But Nikolai Ehlers, and more importantly, Brock Boeser has been killing it for us this playoffs. I mean, Brock Boeser, the only reason I highlight him is because he was not supposed to be one of our top players. He's supposed to be a third liner for us. And yet, look at there he is, tied for the team leading goals with 6 in 11 games, and he's got 11 points in 11 games. Now, the only thing I can criticize him on is his plus minus. But, he's not getting to play with those star guys. He's playing with, actually, his line's not very good. He's playing with Pedersen and Boucher, although Goodbranson, I'm actually considering benching Goodbranson, but I'm going to leave him in there just because he's still fine. He's still better than a guy like Jordan Subban. But now we're going up against the Dallas Stars in the Western Conference Finals. Oh, I don't know if we're going to get a more exciting playoff series than the last one we just played, but we'll certainly hope the result is the same. Let's go ahead and check out the lines of the Dallas Stars, and we'll go ahead and get right into the simulation here. I do really like this view lines feature just because it's so easy, it's so quick. All right, oh God, that's right, Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin, and then Denis Gurianov. God, these first lines of these teams are just unreal. He's got 12 points right now in I don't know how many games, but he had 100 and, oh my God, he's getting at least 90 points in the last 3 seasons. Oh my God, how do you do in the playoffs this year so far? 12 points in 11 games, so he's right up there with Nikolai Ehlers. He's a +8, so. And then you got Tyler Seguin, who's got, holy what? He's got 18 points in, oh my God, he had 118 points, 18 points in 11 games? Are you kidding me? And then Gurianov, yeah, he's probably got all the goals that Ben and Gurianov don't seem to score unless Seguin assists on it. Oh my God, that dude is a point machine. 98 offensive awareness, 95 passing in that shot category. Oh God, that's going to be something. Bo Horvat, you're in for a challenge here against Seguin. Then we have Jason Dickinson, Sam Gagner, all right. And then Tobias Ryder, so a serious drop-off there as far as their line. Oh my God, their forward core gets so much weaker. They got Janmark, Shore, and Brett Ritchie, and then Byron, Hansel, and Lars Eller. So, I mean, it's nothing too tremendous, too spectacular here after you get away from that first line. I would like to give us the edge on 3 of the 4 lines. Now, of course, that first line is the most important because that's your stars, and I would give them the edge on that one for sure. But, man, that just gets so much weaker. Now, defensively, Honka and Klingberg. Okay, so Klingberg's still pretty good, but I think our first pairing is better than that. They got Jake Gardner and Miro Heiskanen, who's 22, 83 medium elite, so he's still got a chance to grow up there, but I don't think he's going to be as good as Olli Juolevi. Asa Lindell, and then Nicholas Hansen. So defensive core is nothing too special. I would say our defensive core is better than that. I mean, 78 Hansen's the same as Goodbranson. But then they've got 4 guys here, under 84, and we're pretty good there as well. And our top line is better than both. They're both better than Klingberg, in my opinion. And overall wise, I think they're pretty close anyway. And then in goal, they have a declining Ben Bishop, or a Ben Bishop that was just, oh my God, their backup. They better hope Ben Bishop does not pull his groin or something, because Neil Storp is not somebody you want to bank on. Oh my God. Yeah, that is a weak goaltending core. And again, oh my God, and scratched. Okay, so Roop Hintz here is a player that could be coming back. I'm going to have to check the injury report to see this guy. But he should replace Gagner, then he replaces Shore, and it starts to look better if he comes back. But let me go check the injury report, and then I'll show you guys our lines that we would be injury report. And then we'll show you our lines before we go ahead and get into the start of this series. Not the AHL, damn it. Vancouver Canucks. We want to go up to the Dallas Stars. And returning May 15th from a bruised hand. What day is it even? Is it May 15th? It can't be close to May 15th, is it? It is May 10th, so he will be coming back in this series, and that's going to make this team a lot more deadly, and we need to take them out while we can. We need to get perhaps these 3 games, at least 2 of these 3 games we need to win. If I'm going to say that we have a serious shot of getting out of here in a reasonable amount of games. Now, our lines, guys, Still, it's very, very deep. It's not a lot of star talent like Panarin, and then maybe Ehlers will grow a little bit, but we don't have a single 90 overall player as far as forwards are concerned. Second line, though, I would say it's certainly a very solid second line compared to theirs. Elias Pettersson here playing with Boucher and Brock Besser. I'm almost considering moving Boucher down. Or maybe Elias Pettersson. I don't know who I'd want to move down. Radek Faksa, two-way sniper, power. Jake Virtanen. Virtanen's been playing well for us. I'm going to go ahead and move Virtanen up there to that third line, and we're going to see how that goes. If we don't do well, then you guys can yell at me later, but I've got confidence in Jake Virtanen and going, because we need a little bit of shakeup, because our bottom two lines have been not so great as far as plus minus and just not really being the kind of the depth we need. I know they've been scoring, but they've been letting in a lot of goals too. Now we got Ole Juolevi and D'Angelo, so Juolevi is still not quite as good as Klingberg, but he can certainly get there by the end of the season. He's great defensively. Shattenkirk, Pissick, Goodbranson, and Hutton. Goodbranson here, guys, yeah, dropping off, but I was considering putting Subban in there. Goalies, yep, we've got Thatcher Demko. Scratch, we got Jordan Subban. Nobody is hurt right now. Knock on wood, because the last thing we need is a guy like Nikolai Ehlers to go down right now. Let's go ahead here. Enough talking, boys. Let's go ahead and get right into game number 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Let the games begin. Period number 1. And Kevin Shattenkirk. Contributions from the defensive core that, our first run to the Stanley Cup Finals was not as good as it should have been for us to be that far. It was mostly on Demko's shoulders. Now we've got a good defensive core in there. It's certainly helping us out. It's only a 1-goal lead, though. I can't get too excited about that, but I'm happy to have the lead regardless. Second period. And okay, so Biron on that fourth line, Hansel on that fourth line, and Sagan on the first line. 3 goals for Dallas in that period, gets them a 3-1 lead for Dallas, but Nikolai Ehlers in our first line strikes back, cutting the lead in half. It's now a 1-goal lead for Dallas. Shots are in Dallas's favor as we give them a power play, but we are able to kill the penalty off halfway through the period here, still down by 1. 7, oh, come on, somebody else put the puck in the net. Let's go. Not Ben. I said somebody else put the puck in the net. I meant somebody from our team. And that's going to be it. That's going to be all she wrote for game number 1. And Dallas goes ahead and beats us. So, you know what? I think I'm going to change that fourth line back to the way it was because, it doesn't look like it worked too well. Sashnikov. Wow, that is terrible. That was a stupid move. Why did I mess with what worked, guys? Please tell me. Somebody tell me why I did that. I guess I'm just a tinkerer. Like my fantasy football team, I just tinker. I'm always on that waiver wire. Those of you that play fantasy sports, you know about that waiver wire, and you guys know when you are tinkerers. All right, we'll go back to what was working before. So I'm not going to change anything else. That was so stupid. I feel like an idiot. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us in the ass and we don't lose in a game 7 or something like that. But Philly, holy shit, killed Montreal 6-1 in their game. So, damn, the Philadelphia Flyers might win the Stanley Cup this year. Oh, it could just be one game, but man, that's a scary looking team right there. Can't focus too much on the other conference. We got to focus on game number 2 here in the Western Conference Finals. First period, Jamie Benn with 2 goals. Ugh, son of a bitch, guys, come on. Let's go. Second period, and Besser scores, but Dickinson scores, and now Dallas has a 3-1 lead again as we head into the third period. They got it differently this time, but they still lead in shots. Now on the power play, Hintz scores, and I think he's back. Another power play for Dallas, a long-ass power play. It's 5-on-3, and Boucher scores right after the power play ends, but Sagan goes ahead and snatches away the momentum yet again. And then Biron scores. It's 6-2 now. Oh, wow. That was an embarrassing game. That really was not what you wanted to see. And I think I might have an idea of what I need to do next. And Sashnikov, Ehlers, I'm sorry, but Goodbranson I'm done with Goodbranson. He can sit for the rest of the playoffs. If that's only the next 2 games, that's fine. But he's been just absolutely awful. Our top lines our bottom lines are such minuses because we don't have good defense on the back end here. I'm going to put Jordan Subban in. I don't care. Jordan Subban, bang. Go ahead. I mean, he's earned it. He's played all right, and hopefully he can get something going for us offensively because Goodbranson certainly is not doing anything defensively, so why put the defensive-minded Goodbranson in if he's not even going to help you in that aspect? Go ahead and put the offensive-minded Subban in. Oh God, two embarrassing losses where we had the lead in the first period of game number 1, but now we're on the road down in Dallas. Game number 3, we cannot lose this one. I do not want to get swept out of the Western Conference Finals. That's not my ideal situation here. First period. All right, 0-0. We did keep Dallas off the board. I think that's the second period they've ever been kept off the board in this series, and they've both been the first period. Come on, no letdown. Second period. All right, and Dallas still isn't able to score, as we are unable to score as well, though. But hey, it's a better defensive effort. Nikita Sashnikov, that fourth line, making up for their mistakes the first 2 games. It's 1-0 as we hit the 5-minute mark of the third period, and we give Dallas a power play, and Hintz frickin' scores again on the power play. We cannot give Dallas a power play because they will score on it, as we've seen in the past couple games. 5 minutes left in the period. It is 1-1. Next goal is huge. 2 minutes. 1 minute. 4 seconds, and we are headed into overtime, boys. This is huge. This could swing the series right here. Can we get a little bit of momentum back? 5-minute mark of the overtime period. Still tied. Shots are in our favor, though. About to hit the halfway mark of the overtime period. First overtime. Halfway gone. Vancouver has gone over 30 shots. 6 minutes. 5 minutes in the first overtime. And Dallas, Jamie Benn is going to score. It's 2-1 Dallas. And this does not look good at all. I don't know what to do here, guys. Besser, Boucher, Hutton, Pettersson, DeLeon's a minus. I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple line changes here. I'm gonna get some of our better players up towards the top. And Evander Kane now has back spasms. Fuck you, Goodbranson. You're off the team. I don't even care what you want anymore. Now it's time to call somebody up from the minors because, oh God, that's not gonna help. Evander Kane going out does not help at all. Gaunt's here. Gaunt's has got some NHL experience, so we're going to go ahead and call him up. That's why we kept him around. Edit the lines here. We'll hit best lines, see what it wants us to do, and then I'll go ahead and make some changes after that. Best lines, Boucher, Pettersson, DeLeon. We're going to move, DeLeon, how have you been playing? -1? Yeah, DeLeon has earned it more than Boucher. We'll put Boucher down there. Yeah, Boucher. Can Boucher, no, Gaunt's can take faceoffs. There we go. So we got Pettersson, Foxa, Virtanen, Besser, Granlund, DeLeon, Panarin, Horvat, Ehlers. I really don't know what else to do. Maybe Hutton up there instead of Pysyk. Pysyk's even. Hutton's a -6. Jesus. Goodbranson's a -7. I'm going to take out Goodbranson just because I can't stand him anymore. Whatever. I don't care. All right. Oh, so Hutton with Shattenkirk is the Pysyk was an I'm moving Hutton up because him and whoever he played with was not a good combination. So we'll move Pysyk down there to that bottom line. Not what you wanted to see here, guys. And goalies, I'm not thinking about making a goaltending switch. Oh God. He's played in the game and he's done well. I'm gonna trust Thatcher Demko here. I'm not gonna start Markstrom in this game. I'm going to keep Demko in. Best lines down there in the AHL. I believe they were eliminated. Yeah, they're not even in it anymore. But we are in danger of getting swept in the Western Conference Finals. And yeah, it's time. I guess it's time we start scouting and focusing on scouting a little bit just because, yeah, it's not going so hot. But actually, we want to scout defensemen for 2 weeks. There we go. Game number 4 in Dallas. The brooms are out. They're chanting. They're ready to go. They're ready to see them sweep the Vancouver Canucks out of the playoffs. But I'm not ready to go just yet, guys. I have some faith that we can at least win a game. Please? Just one. First period. And there we go. Elias Pettersson. Thank God. The dude needs to start performing for us because he's looking like he's going to be a second liner at best. Maybe even actually a third liner at best. Second period. There we go. Besser scores. Gurianov scores. Keeping it close for Dallas. They're only a goal down now. We get on the power play, though, and we are unable to capitalize and get our 2-goal lead back. 5-minute mark. We've got 9 more shots than they do. All right, we're about to hit the halfway mark of the period. We're still up by 1. Come on, boys. Just a little time left. You can do it. Go out there, play smart defensively, and maybe get that insurance marker. Under 5 minutes to go. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 minute. And Marcus Granlund is gonna score one more, and we get the empty netter. 3-1 victory as we stave off the sweep. We're alive to live another day, boys. Oh, God, that was, I really did not want to see us. Jordan Subban and Mark Pysyk, we need a better 6th defenseman. That's what I think is holding this team back. And Goodbranson being such a whiny little little jerk is not what this team needs right now. But we need. I think that's what this team would need. Get out of here, Goodbye. If I could cut him right now, if I could trade him for a 7th in 6 years, I would right now just to get him out of that locker room. But alas, I cannot. All we need to focus on right now is game number 5. Maybe get it to 3-2. I mean, it's a little bit more respectable if we win 2 games in a series with our backs against the wall. Come on, boys. We can do it. It's Dallas. After all, we've seen what Dallas has done in the past. Let's go, boys. First period. All right. And nothing. 8 shots to 6 in our favor, though. That means we've had the puck a little bit longer than they have. Second period. All right. Virtanen scores, and then but Gurianov answers. That damn first line of Dallas's Tyler Seguin, the playmaker there, is just absolutely having his way, and those snipers around him. Bo Horvat gets us the lead, though. As much as I'm praising Tyler Seguin, he's getting pissed off about it, giving a little praise to their first-line center. He wants to show that he is our first-line center and someone we can build around. 5 minutes left in the period. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and Elias Pettersson is going to net the empty netter in Vancouver. We got another 3-1 win. Hell yeah, shots were 33-21. That's what I like to see. We've now won 2 in a row, and there's no minus players. Oh god, that is so nice to see that nobody was a minus and that we were able to battle back after they tied up the game. All right, Nikolai Ehlers leading the team in points with 15 points in 16 games. Back-to-back 3-1 wins heading back to Dallas, where we did get our first win of the series. 3-2 is the series. 3-2 in both series. Come on, boys. Let's go. I got faith in us now. I believe we can do it. Let's go. First period of game number 6 with a chance to make game number 7. First period. And ouch. So remember that when I literally just said game number 7 is a possibility? Yeah, we're down 3-0. And they had 8 shots. All right, second period. All right, Bo Horvat keeps us in it a little bit. Okay, 3-1. Now we need to score. We need to put on the offense, boys. I want to see those shots go up and up. Let's go. Keep putting the shots on, Vancouver. We're about to hit the halfway mark. We're on the power play, though. First, we cannot capitalize on the power play. We are taking shots. 8 minutes, 7 minutes, and Kevin Shattenkirk scores. Pulls us to within 1. One more goal, boys. I know you got it in you. Let's go. 2 minutes, 1.5, 18. And the comeback efforts are stopped just short as we cannot overcome this 2-goal deficit. Shattenkirk scores with 6.5 minutes left, but we were just not able to get over Dallas. I mean, they just dominated us in every facet of every game. I mean, their offense absolutely blew us out of the water, and losing Kane certainly didn't help us. Although I guess some people might say it did help us because we went ahead and 1-2, and then we're close in that game number 6. But that is it for this year's playoff run. I'm really hoping we can win a Stanley Cup, guys. But, I don't want to make only one Stanley Cup appearance. What does this team need? I think this team needs still better defensemen. There's one more defensive spot that needs some adjustment. And I think we need that true superstar. So, as much as Nikolai Ehlers, I think, is a great player. He's an elite talent. I don't think he's a superstar on this team. Hell, he's the 3rd-rated player on that top line. He just performs well. So, yeah, look at that. 4-2, 6-2, 2-1 overtime loss. I mean, it got better once we left Vancouver, but, I mean, we could not recover from those first 2 games. Remember what I said? We needed to take 2 out of the first 3? Well, we didn't take any of the first 3, and they got back to full strength. We dropped to a little bit weaker, and that was all she wrote. 4-2, we lose. All right, guys, let's go ahead and simulate up to the draft here. Get some scouting done. See the draft lottery just to see who won the lottery. Jesus. All right, and now we got to do some scouting as well. Got to make sure that we have all of our bases covered. Liga, Russia, I already scouted defensemen. Let's keep scouting some defensemen all across the world. Defensemen from Russia, 2 weeks. There we go. That one should be fine. And I'm willing to bet that the Dallas Stars won the Stanley Cup. So, guys, I guess we can at least take solace in the fact that we lost in the Western Conference Finals to the Dallas Stars. That doesn't hurt as bad. There's the new salary cap. The lottery should be coming up. I wonder who the Dallas Stars beat in the Stanley Cup because it was 3-3 in the Philadelphia series. And Vegas, Florida, Colorado, Los Angeles via Anaheim, and Winnipeg via CBJ down there. Yeah, I'm just looking at teams that got traded. No real surprises, I guess. Vegas still sucks. Florida and who else was up there? Carolina. I guess they still haven't done too well. Retired players. No players have retired for us. Goalies. Nope, no goalies have retired for us. Now it's time to check the entire league. See who's retired throughout the league. All right, so Daniel Sedin finally calls it quits. Unfortunately, he retired a Ranger. Jay Bomeister, a Capital. Eric Stahl, a Predator. Rick Nash, a Blackhawk. Henrik Zetterberg retired a Red Wing, as I figured he would. Dustin Brown, Parise, Ladd, Stepniak, Stafford. Stafford went back to Buffalo. Interesting. All right, so there you go, guys. Those are all the players that retired. Tyler Myers retired at the age of 32. Are you kidding me? Wow, he's serious. Either he was pissed off or something. But yeah, what the hell? Okay, Franson retired. Just looking at some players I know. Let's go ahead and check out goalies that retired as well. Craig Anderson, Yaroslav Halak, Semyon Varlamov, all retired. Interesting. They all retired with a weird team. So, go ahead, check out the draft. We already checked out the draft lottery. We should be ready to go at the draft. Here we are, boys. Let me know what you think of the draft class, because I'm going to pull up the draft class because maybe we trade Evander Kane in our first to move up. Maybe. Something like that. And there's a player here I pinned. I don't know why I pinned him. He's listed as elite. None of these guys seem to be too spectacular. Oh, okay, he's pretty good. He's also pretty good. He's not quite as good as those guys, and I don't know a lot about these guys as well. Spencer Rasmussen. Okay, so where's that guy that I pinned? Let's go ahead and sort by potential here. 5th, 6th round, Jack Clark, defensive defenseman with elite potential. Looks to be all right. He's going to be a little bit of a project player. Maybe we could get Tierney. Maybe we could get one of these two offensive defensemen here. They're both a little bit of projects, but they're listed to go in the first round. We got undrafted elite players, Earl Clarkson and Christopher Brooks. So they're guys that we should take in the 6th, 7th round. So let me go ahead and pin these two guys because I always pin the guys that aren't necessarily... I can't believe they're elite undrafted. Are they that bad? His defensive awareness is only 65. That does kind of suck. I'll give it that. But he's an elite grinder. Okay, yeah, we could probably use our 7th round pick on him. But yeah, interesting. We got some pretty good players in this draft, especially later on. But there we go, guys. That is all the time I have for this one. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys at the draft.